The 1970s. A time when kids rode bikes without helmets, played until the streetlights came on, and unwrapped toys that would make today's safety inspectors faint. It was wild. It was free and honestly ... It was a little dangerous back then. Toys weren't just about fun, they were a rite of passage. You could learn to build a rocket, mix your own chemicals, or throw sharp objects in the backyard or before dinner today. We're looking at 10 toys from the 70s that would never be allowed today. So buckle up and maybe grab a Band-Aid, because this is going to be a bumpy and nostalgic ride. 1. Lawn darts, aka jarts. They looked innocent, big, colorful darts with plastic fins. But these things were heavy, sharp, and flew like missiles. Kids would toss them high in the air, hoping they'd land in a ring on the lawn, and not in someone's leg. Introduced in the 50s, lawn darts peaked in the 70s, until too many injuries and a few tragedies led to an official ban in 1988. Today, they're a legend and a warning about mixing metal with platime. 2. Creepy crawlers. Oven. Imagine a mini oven you could plug into any outlet, get hot enough to burn your skin, and fill with bubbling plastic. That was the creepy crawler's thingmaker. Kids would pour plastic goop into metal molds and cook up rubber bugs, all without adult supervision. It sparked creativity and second-degree burns. Eventually, heat-related injuries and safety concerns made the original version disappear by the late 70s. 3. Real chemistry sets. Back in the day, a chemistry set wasn't just baking soda and food coloring. It came with real glass tubes, alcohol burners, and sometimes even uranium or radioactive material. Kids could make smoke bombs, mix acids, or accidentally start a fire in the garage. In the 1970s, these sets were seen as educational, but by the 80s, lawsuits and liability shut them down, replacing danger with dullness. 4. BB guns. Thanks to movies like A Christmas Story, BB guns became every boy's dream and every parent's nightmare. These weren't water pistols. They fired actual metal pellets at high speed. Kids had backyard shootouts without goggles, armor, or much adult guidance. The injuries stacked up, and so did the concerns. Today, BB guns are heavily regulated, but back in the 70s they were just another toy under the tree. 5. Clackers. 2 hard acrylic balls on a string, meant to be slammed together at lightning speed. What could go wrong? Turns out a lot. Clackers could shatter mid-air, sending sharp plastic shards flying into eyes and faces. But kids loved the noise, the rhythm, and the competition. By the mid-70s, the Consumer Product Safety Commission had seen enough, and clackers clacked no more. 6. Johnny Reb Cannon. This toy cannon, modeled after Confederate artillery, actually fired plastic cannonballs up to 35 feet. It came with a big spring, a long fuse, and a whole lot of questions. Sure, it was historical, but it was also sending plastic missiles across the living room. Eventually, concerns over safety and the toy's political symbolism led to its quiet retirement. 7. Battlestar Galactica. Missile-firing ships. In 1978, kids were obsessed with space battles, so when Mattel released tiny ships that fired plastic missiles, they sold fast. But after one child tragically choked on a tiny projectile, the toy was pulled from shelves almost immediately. That single event changed toy safety laws forever, especially when it came to small parts. Today's toys are tested for choking risks, but back then, they just flew off the shelves, literally. 8. Tarzan swing sets. Inspired by the jungle hero himself, these swing sets came with ropes, ladders, and sometimes even a vine you could swing across the yard on. The problem: no safety, mats, no helmets, and no sense of fear. Kids fell, hit trees, broke arms, and climbed back up again. Eventually, lawsuits and safety rules made these jungle gyms a thing of the past. 9. Mo Air Blaster. This wasn't just a toy, it was a hand cannon. The air blaster could shoot a powerful blast of air or anything else stuffed inside. Across the room, it looked like a plastic bazooka and sounded like a thunderclap. It could knock over cups or a toddler. Not surprisingly, it quietly vanished. Once safety standards caught up, 10 cap guns with real sparks. Cap guns were loud, smoky, and totally cool. Kids would slap the trigger, watch sparks fly, and pretend to be cowboys or cops. Some even looked so real, they were mistaken for actual firearms. By the late 70s, realism and noise gave way to stricter laws and orange safety tips. But ask anyone from that era, nothing felt more grown-up than that tiny bang in your hand. They were dangerous, they were thrilling, and somehow we survived. Toys from the 70s weren't just playthings, they were mini adventures, with real risks and real rewards. Sure, they'd never pass today's safety rules, but in our memories, they still shine bright. Which of these toys do you remember? Did you have any of them growing up? Tell us your favorite 70s toy in the comments. Give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe for more warm memories from America's past. This has been American Rewind. Thanks for taking the trip with us.